Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. We're here tonight on a what are we already doing tonight on a Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to talk about sports, NFL, MLB, NBA, some WWE, Monday Night Raw. Let's get this show started here tonight on a freaking let's get this show started. First, let's talk about Monday Night Football, man. Between the Bears and the freaking Patriots, man. Jesus Christ, man. 33-14, man. This game started off crazy, man. The Bears led 10-0. Then the Patriots come in with Bailey Zappi because Mac Jones was struggling. Had a very short leash tonight. After throwing an interception, got taken out. Bailey Zappi comes in, boom, boom, boom. 2 interceptions. They go from losing 10-0 to taking a 14-10 lead. But then after that, Chicago explodes. They make some adjustments. Credit to Matt Eberflut's defense and everything, man. They shut them down. I believe in the entire second half, they shut them down. And the Bears going to win the game 33-14. It was a hell of a game by the Bears, man. Defense had 4 turnovers, 3 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery. And what they did is they ran the football, man. Justin Fields, 82 rushing yards, 1 touchdown. David Montgomery, 62 rushing yards, 1 touchdown. Khalil Herbert, 62 yards. As a team, they ran for 443 yards. And I think that's what Chicago's really got to do, man. They don't have the greatest wide receivers, so you might as well just freaking run the football, man. Because they didn't do much, man. Like I said, only 21 passes, 179 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception for Justin Fields. This was all about old school football, Bears football, man. Run the ball and play defense, man. Like I said, 243 yards rushing with 2 touchdowns and 4 turnovers on the defensive side of the ball, man. We don't know, man. I don't know. I think let's look at Zappi. He almost beat the Packers, who are not very good this season. Then he beat Cleveland and Detroit. They're not very good this season, especially Detroit. They don't have a good defense. Detroit has one of the worst defense in the NFL this year. So maybe Bailey Zappi is just a flash in the pants, man. You might have to stick with Mac Jones. Bailey Zappi tonight, 14 for 22, 185 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. He also had a fumble lost. Mac Jones, 13 yards, 1 interception. He barely played. But I don't know, man. You might have to go back to Mac Jones. I think Bailey Zappi might be you look at his opponents. Green Bay, not very good. Cleveland, Detroit. It might just be a flash in the pants. Might have to go back to Mac Jones. The white guy that pretty much did everything today and kind of kept the pace in the game a little bit was Ramondre Stevenson, man. That was about it, man. He had 39 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, and then he had 8 catches, 59 as a wide receiver. That was pretty much their weapon offensively. Outside of that little spark they had by Bailey Zappi, man, not much, man. Some of these guys don't even do much for them. Like freaking Jacoby Myers, 2 catches, 34 yards. He had one of the touchdowns from Zappi, and the other one was Rashawn Stevenson. Devontae Parker, nothing. 3 catches. They did go 65 yards. Hunter Henry, 1 catch, 12 yards. Jonnu Smith, 1 catch, 4 yards. Nelson Aguilar didn't even have a catch. Like, Jesus Christ, man. This team is so bad offensively, or the Patriots, man. Especially now with the departure of Tom Brady and Josh McDaniels, man. All right, well, the Bears, man, great win for them. Looked much better tonight than they did a few weeks ago versus the Commanders on Thursday Night Football. Maybe Matt Eberflutz used the mini 10-day bye week to make some adjustments, man. We'll see how the Bears look. The Bears are at 3-4. They're not that bad. Not that bad. Maybe they can make a run at the wild card. We'll see. Probably the Vikings are probably going to win the division. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Great win for the Bears. build up that running game with David Montgomery and Khalil Herbert, even Justin Fields, and we'll see what their defense, like I said, can feed up all this momentum. 4 turnovers tonight. So we'll see what the Bears do. We'll see where the Patriots go with the quarterback. Are they going to choose Bailey Zappi or Mac Jones? Let's go NFL news here tonight on a Tuesday. Let's see, man. The Jets announced they're going to use their all-black alternate jerseys versus the Patriots this week. So, nice looking jerseys right there. All black for the Jets, man. Nice. Houston Texans are signing former Raider wide receiver Taron Johnson. All right. They were asking Bill Belichick about the quarterback situation. He pretty much said, reporters said, Mac Jones is healthy as he starter. Bill Belichick said, again, that's a hypocritical question. Let's see where that is and what that is. And then they asked him, Bill, was Mac Jones healthy enough to play the whole game? He says, well, that didn't happen, so that's another hypocritical question. So, Bill Belichick kind of being an asshole in the fucking press conferences, whatever. He's not going to give you much. But then, excuse me, this is what Troy Aikman said after the game on Scott Van Pel's show. Because of the way it went, there's no question that Mac Jones is their quarterback and he'll be starting next week. And very tough game against the Jets would be my guess. But Mac Jones is their guy. So Troy Aikman believes Mac Jones is going to be the starter next week. So we'll see. We'll see where they go from here, man. And then we got a freaking trade, man. The Jets ended up getting trading a 6th and a 5th round pick to Jacksonville for James Robinson. Obviously, after freaking Bryce Hall tore his ACL and it's out for the season, right away, they're 5-2, so they're like, we want to. This is a great message to the locker room saying, no, we do want to compete this year. They could have just said, oh, well, we're done. We don't have a running back. But nope, they went out and got James Robinson from the Jets for a 5th and a 6th round pick. Telling that locker room, nope, we want to compete this year. Great move by that front office. Great move, because that could have shut the air out of the damn locker room if once Bryce Hall got hurt and they didn't do anything about it. Great move by the Jets, actually showing the team, let's go get another running back like James Robinson and let's continue to contend here in the 2022 season, man. Great move, man. 49ers tight end Kyle Shashewski underwent finger surgery and is expected to miss Sunday's game versus the Rams. Could play in Week 9. We'll see. Let's see, man. Chargers cornerback J.C. Jackson sustained Sunday and in fact a season-ending injury. What a disappointing season for J.C. Jackson and the Chargers, man. All that money they pay him to come play for the Patriots. I can't talk tonight. To come play to the Chargers, and he didn't do very good, and now he's hurt. Not a failure of a first season with the Chargers for J.C. Jackson, man. Pendejo face. Browns starting linebacker Jacob Phillips, he tore his pec, and now he's probably out for the season, man. Jacob Phillips, Jesus Christ, man. The tight end from the Giants, Daniel Bellinger, he has like an eye socket injury, so he had to get a surgery. We'll see if he comes back and plays. Mike Williams from the Chargers has a high ankle sprain, so he'll have to miss like 2 to 3 weeks. And then the Jets offensive lineman Ajia Farah Tucker, he's out for the season to a tricep. Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, man, I think that's about it for the NFL. Let's move on to the National Basketball Association. Let's see if there's any news in the National Basketball Association. So now we got Brendan Brendan Ingram is now hurt. Zion Williamson has a hip pointer, and now Brendan Ingram is injured, man. He's got a freaking concussion, man. That would have been a great game tonight versus the Mavericks and Pelicans, but now it's looking like neither Brendan Ingram or Zion Williamson's going to play, man. Jesus Christ, man. He's on the concussion protocol is Brendan Ingram. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. All these players already hurt. So yeah, Zion Williamson has a hip pointer and Brendan Ingram has a concussion, man. I'm so angry, man. Jesus Christ. Let's look at the scores from last night in the National Basketball Association. Let's see here. Monday. What the hell? Sixers get their first win over the frickin' Pacers, 120-106. Raptors beat the Heat, 98-90. Knicks beat the Magic, 115-102. Bulls, I think they were down by 19, come back and beat the Celtics, 120-102. Rockets, I think, get their first one of the season, 114-108 versus the Jazz. Grizzlies beat the Nets, 134-124. Frickin' Ben Simmons fouled out again. What is going on with Ben Simmons? Spurs beat the Timberwolves, 115-106. Trailblazers beat the Nuggets, 135-110. I'm still letting it milk a little bit, but I'm probably gonna start looking at standings soon for NBA. It's only been about a week. I believe Portland has the best record at 4-0, but we'll see. Let's go to MLB. Not much. We're just waiting for the World Series to start. Let's see here. A bunch of teams are already, talking about the off season, especially with the Yankees. Let's see here. So the Marlins, they're down to their managers. It's down to 5 finalists, which are Skip Schumacher, who's an assistant coach for the St. Louis Cardinals, Joe Espada, who's an assistant coach for the Houston Astros, and Matt Quardotto, and also the Yankees assistant coach, Luis Rojas. Those are their 4 candidates. One of those 4 is going to be the new Miami Marlins manager. So we'll see, man. We'll see who the heck they pick to be their new manager for the Marlins. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to wrestling here tonight on Tuesday. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. So they're saying that now that more stuff is coming out about the brawl between CM Punk and Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, it's looking, obviously, Ace Steel's getting released last week. It looks like they're working out with CM Punk to give him a release as well. It's looking like, according to Dave Meltzer, it's looking like Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks should be back with AEW pretty soon. I'm going to say they're going to come back at Full Gear. Just like last year, Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole debuted at Full Gear. I think this year you're gonna get and last year it's funny because last year I believe that wasn't that Kenny's Omega's final match. He lost to Adam Page for the AEW World Championship, and then he took off for like 7 months, right, because of injuries. And now it's kind of funny. I think there's a good chance that's where they come back, both of them. And you know what too? Maybe they come back and they because I think they're going to have a rematch, Adam Page and Jon Moxley, because of the way it went down this past Wednesday night with Adam Page getting hurt. So I'm thinking maybe they have to match at Full Gear, and maybe Kenny Omega interferes. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see, man. Because now, Kenny Omega was like kind of a mid-card with the Show Championships, but now that CM Punk is gone, they're probably going to have to use him as another main eventer, right? So we'll see what they do. But it looks like Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks should be coming back to AEW pretty soon. But yeah, man, apparently HR I don't know what the hell that it means. Home run. I don't know what the hell it means. That they told Eddie Kingston he needs to cool it down with fighting with people. So I guess there's that. I mean, what did he had the one with Sammy Guevara. I don't know if he had another one, but oh well. WWE is listing Bray Wyatt as their number one babyface on SmackDown. Drew McIntyre being number 2, and of course Roman Reigns being the number 1 heel, and Karrion Kross being number 2. So I believe ever since Bray Wyatt came back, he's number 1 in merchandise sales. So WWE very happy with Bray Wyatt. And I said, man, that's the thing. He's gonna be a star right away, man. He's a big star right away. That's the thing about SmackDown, man. They might all of a sudden they have the 2 biggest stars in the company, and Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt. All of a sudden, man, that's just looking much better, man. Is Friday Night SmackDown with the roster. Let's look at Monday Night recap. Monday Night Raw recap here tonight on a Monday, on a Tuesday. I beg your pardon. So yesterday, let's see here, was October 24. So Monday Night Raw recap from October 24. All right. So here we go. It starts off with the freaking Judgment Day coming out. Dominic, Rhea Ripley, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest. You know, they do their little promos. The biggest thing in this shit was Dominic said, "I'm this generation of Eddie Guerrero," and then he's like, "Nope, actually, Eddie Guerrero was Dominic Mysterio's in his generation." Obviously, huge boos. People, he's one of the biggest heels in the company right now. Is Dominic Mysterio, man, Jesus Christ! And then it leads to the original club to come out: Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, and AJ Styles. Freaking AJ Styles says, "If anything, you're what's that guy's name? James Ellsworth of this generation." It was kind of funny. It leads to a match between Finn Balor and Carl Anderson, which fucking Rhea Ripley freaking body slams Luke Gallows outside on the floor. That was crazy, man. Jesus Christ. At the end there, she gets in the ring. She kicks Carl Anderson in the nuts. And that's how Finn Balor wins the damn match, man. That was crazy, man, how she freaking body slammed him. Jesus Christ. That was crazy, man. After the match, you know, they're backstage. They're trying to figure out, we have a Rhea Ripley problem. How do we solve it? And Luke Gallows is like, out of all 3 of us, I'm the best at with the woman. And he goes back and he tried to go flirt with her. And then he comes back and she kicked me in the nuts. It was kind of funny, I guess. Whatever. Maybe they're going to have to get a girl, whether they put her in the original club or just for a one-night thing so they can deal with Rhea Ripley. Because right now, she's been their freaking problem. Rhea Ripley. So we'll see where they go from there. A lot of this show was built around The Miz and Dexter Lumis with their whole situation. Now they added Johnny Gargano to the mix. So you pretty much get a promo between The Miz, Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano apparently notes why is Dexter Lumis attacking The Miz. So he's trying to get The Miz to tell the truth. And then Miz is fine, I'll tell the truth. And then freaking R-Truth comes out. Jesus Christ, man. He starts rapping his song. And then it leads to a match between freaking... It leads to a match between The Miz and R-Truth, where it ends with freaking Johnny Gargano on the first row, sitting dressed as Dexter Lumis. He was disguised as Dexter Lumis. Distracts The Miz, and that's how R-Truth wins. Kind of creative, I guess. Kind of creative. And then we get a backstage segment where Johnny Gargano's wife, Candice LeRae, was getting interviewed, and she gets attacked by Bayley and Damage Control. They didn't even show us, kind of weird. They flipped the camera. I think they kind of like, supposedly they kicked the cameraman down, or there was just like a camera on a tripod, and they just dropped the camera. So we don't even, we just hear how she's getting beat up. We don't even see the, whatever. And then we get a freaking backstage Matt Riddle and Elias, and then the Alpha Academy. It set up a match, later on the night. Then we get Austin Theory versus Mustafa Ali. I don't know if anybody likes Mustafa Ali. Like, I guess, they're giving him a chance because he's been very outspoken. But I don't know. He doesn't really have charisma, man. I don't know. Seth Rollins is on commentating. Seth Rollins helps Austin Theory win the match. And then after the match, he starts beating up Mustafa Ali and tells him, "You're just not the guy, man. Get the hell out of this company. Security, come drag him out of the arena." He leaves like with the crowd, and then Seth Rollins just walks away with his United States Championship. And then as he's in the ramp, about to leave, exit, Mustafa Ali comes in and attacks him. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know about Mustafa Ali. He lacks personality, man. He doesn't have the charisma. But we'll see, man. And then backstage, again, Johnny Gargano. Like I said, Johnny Gargano featured a lot in this show, man. He runs backstage into Baron Corbin and JBL. I think he called, what's your name? You changed it so much. He called him Boring Corbin. It leads up to them having a match. Baron Corbin and Johnny Gargano. And then we get Almas, a squash match, typical Almas. It was a 4-on-1 handicap match. But no problems. He squashed everybody. Jesus Christ, man. Then we get Elias versus Chad Gable from early on in the night. Like I said, it got set up backstage. Obviously, freaking Elias wins. Then they start attacking him, and then Matt Riddle comes in to help Elias. So maybe they'll have a tag team match later on. Chad Gable and Otis versus Elias and Matt Riddle. Are they going to make a tag team now between Matt Riddle and Elias? Jesus Christ, man. Then we get the Johnny Gargano versus Baron Corbin match. It was actually a pretty good match, man. Probably one of the best matches of the night, man, honestly. Obviously, JBL on commentating. He interferes. First of all, Johnny Gargano was the first one messing with the cowboy hat. So obviously, JBL gets in and he gets pissed and he distracts he's on the ring apron. Johnny Gargano, the referee's distracted. He trips him, and that's how Baron Corbin wins the match. So Baron Corbin, obviously, he's gonna win a bunch of matches right now. They're gonna make him look really strong with JBL as his manager. And then after that, there was another backstage segment with freaking Johnny Gargano, where he tells The Miz, "If you don't tell the truth next week, I'm gonna say it for you." So yeah, this show was really featured around the whole Dexter Lumis Miz situation. Like I said, Johnny Gargano now being part of it. And then we get the main event, Bianca Belair versus Bayley. Probably the best match of the night, man. At one point, freaking Bayley, that's a fucking Bayley the belly from the freaking top rope, where freaking Bianca Belair kicks out. That was crazy, man. Jesus Christ, man. And there at the end, man, freaking Nikki Cross is back. She's no longer Nikki a superhero. Now she's back to being Nikki Cross. She freaking off the top rope. She doesn't only take out Damage Control. She takes out the fucking referee too. I never seen that shit in my life. Even the referee goes down, man. And then she gets in the ring. She beats up Bianca Belair, and then Bayley gets the pin. Another referee comes in, and obviously Bayley wins the match, which means they might have They're probably gonna have another match, maybe at whether Crown Jewel or Survivor Series. I don't know. But then after the match, once Bayley wins, Nikki Cross gets back in the ring, and then she beats up Bayley. So she's neither on Bayley or Bianca Belair's side apparently. I'm guessing she's gonna be a heel, but we're not sure yet, man. We're not sure. So that's where the show ends. So this one was weird because the show wasn't all that great, but the main event was. Where a lot of times Raw, the show's great, but then the main event's kind of shitty. Where this one, it was the other way around. A lot of like comedy, a lot of mid card. It felt like with like the whole show was really featured about Miz, Johnny Gargano with Dexter Lumis situation. Which, come on, that's a freaking mid card feud. No star power. The Usos were not there. Bobby Lashley was not there. Brock Lesnar was not there. There wasn't a lot of stars, right? Outside of Seth Rollins, there was not really like that big star. It was just a bunch of mid carders the whole night. I think that hurt the show. A lot of comedy too. Probably the most comedy I've seen since Triple H took over. I think almost every match except Omos's match there was a distraction. They're just, I don't know. I feel like whatever. But yeah, man, it just felt like it maybe missed some star power. Like I said, it felt like outside of Seth Rollins. AJ Styles maybe, but right now, he feels kind of like a mid-carder too with him being with the original club right now. Yeah, man. And then Seth Rollins too. He's a United States champion. He's feud with Mustafa Ali, so that doesn't feel special either. So I think, what if you put another Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar in here? Then okay, that's our big feud right now, right? Everything's just like a mid card right now. Every fucking feud. Honestly, that's why I think they main evented Bayley and Bianca, because that feels like the biggest thing going on right now. Bayley and Bianca Belair potentially gonna fight for the women's championship. But yeah, all the man feuds feel fucking mid-cardered. Your biggest star, Seth Rollins, is the United States champion, and he's feuding with a freaking guy who doesn't even have personality. So, the crowd wasn't very energized either. That didn't help either. I think they were in North Carolina. The crowd wasn't very good either. But yeah, man, I think the problem with this show was it was all mid-card. I think they really missed that big stars, like I said, like a Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar segment would have been great for this show. But anyways, until next time, I'm out like a light. Thank you for watching.